I taught psychology and history for a few years at a digital arts college. Most of my students said they were musicians, though most had only made a few beats or drafted a few rap lyrics. They reminded me of the swarm of wannabe folk musicians in my youth who could strum a few chords and sing in the rangy style of Bob Dylan. If Dylan and Tiesto made it, it meant there was room at the top for everyone. They also reminded me of me when I was young and got into bass guitar. As soon as I picked one up, I felt like a rock star. I didn't progress much beyond a few easy rock riffs. Bass is easy that way. More than any other rock instrument, bass has what economists call low barriers to entry. I can get a total novice thumping away to a groove in about 15 minutes. What you do with it is unlimited, but only if you overcome the kind of novice impression that I had that I was an expert. A lot of Trumpies didn't pay much attention to politics until Trump made it look easy. They assume that entering the political fray proves that they're experts above the fray. Trump introduced them to political questions, but bundled with his simple and exclusive pat and perfect answers. That happens a lot. I love what the New York Times said about a book I swooned over, the 1976 bestseller, The Selfish Gene by Richard Dawkins. Makes every reader feel like a genius. It introduced people like me to biology questions, bundled with pat answers too. I was wowed by it, but mostly wowed by me and my sudden expertise on everything biological. I was about biology like my garage band fiddling students were about being musicians. You get the same makes every reader feel like a genius effect in people who swoon over Jordan Peterson, Musk, and Trump these days. They've taken a gateway drug. They're high on that feeling that they're heroes. They discovered a question coupled with a pat answer. They probably wouldn't have gotten interested in the question without the pat answer to get high on. Still, it can be a gateway. It can lead to curiosity beyond the pat answers. Some of my former students passed through the gateway and became excellent musicians. Some probably still think that they're Mozart for being able to make a beat on Ableton. In my 40s, I finally got over being impressed that I could thump out a few bass riffs. Now I'm deep into complex jazz harmony. It became a joyful rabbit hole, every answer a springboard to the next question. The same happened to me about biology. I started reading the counter-arguments to Dawkins and recognized the questions he didn't answer. With both bass and biology, I like the constant stretching, though I didn't always. The gateway is a hump. A steep and daunting learning curve. You gotta withstand the humiliation of not knowing. I often came home from band gigs or research meetings with an acute case of imposter syndrome. The players were more advanced than I was. I'd be bummed out about everything I didn't know. I'd wonder if maybe I was just dumb. Maybe if I didn't have that instant gateway drug high at being a genius, I wouldn't have stuck with bass or academic work. For me, that initial confidence gradually became competence, a calm confidence that I could learn more, that it wasn't over my head. I got better by contagion, tolerating hanging out with superior performers. The better you can tolerate not being the best, the better you get to be. But I can see why not everyone makes it over the hump. The path of least resistance is the path of most insistence that you're already a genius. Like you had the one breakthrough and woke up to the last truth you'll ever need. Woke and breakthrough are interesting words. Woke means to wake up. Currently, it means to wake up to the liberal lifestyle brand, which liberals are proud of and Trump is scorned with comical projection. Trumpies are by far the most extreme woke movement to have ever swept this nation. These chumps act like they had a sudden breakthrough that solved reality once and for all. I have a more generic definition of woke because I'm not interested in lifestyle brands. I'm interested in the general phenomena of acting like you've woken up once and for all and that you'll stay awake forever. I'm all for people waking up, but mostly to the realization that they'll nod off again. Trumpies are way too woke for that. Their wokeness is a comatose dream that they're heroes forevermore. Zero curiosity about rival answers. They had beginner's luck, a twofer. The question and all the breakthrough answers they'll ever need bundled up into one nursery school PhD breakthrough. What are they breaking through? They flatter themselves that they've broken through to the absolute truth. What they've really broken through to is relief from doubt, uncertainty, and anxiety. Having their little lifestyle brand breakthrough automatically fused into their bones. Because they're woke, seen the light, taken the red pill, they can operate on mindless habit. Their breakthrough purified them, like Trump's genius medical suggestion that we kill COVID by shining a light into people. Once the light hits your skin, you've graduated to perfect behavior. You had the last breakthrough you'll ever need. There's too much emphasis on the Dunning-Kruger effect without recognizing what motivates it. It's this quest to avoid the gateway hump instead of jumping straight from joining to feeling like the expert. It's like, okay, maybe I'll bite, but only if I can call myself an expert immediately. If I don't get a PhD for entering nursery school, forget it. Charlatans have been selling instant expertise for millennia. You hear it first in religion, which, however it starts, ends up, for traction and popularity, with the convenience we see in born-again, dunk and saved Christianity. It's there in the concept of revelation, an early name for woke breakthroughs, the truth revealed to your prophet or to you directly. You hear it in people who take psychedelics too. I took acid and suddenly I got the whole big picture revealed to me in a breakthrough flash of insight. I call that I once was lost but now I'm blind syndrome. Naturally, we'd be like this. Just stop to think about what we are. The most convincing and urgent priority for each of us is comfort in our own skin, pleasure, not pain. We have language that floods our minds with ideas that can cause us pleasure or pain. We'd really like to get rid of the ideas that cause us pain. What better way to do it than to claim a woke red pill breakthrough and run with it, or rather fall asleep on it, like you're the lucky one who caught the express train destined for glory. It's the obvious solution. No more decisions to make. Just kick back, nod off, and enjoy the ride. The only job left is an easy one that will cause you no anxiety. Tutor the world on your instant genius expertise. Anyone who doesn't buy what you're selling is a weak, evil, benighted, lost soul. They don't realize that Trump's or God's will be done. The customer who doesn't buy your expertise is always wrong. That's exactly what you get from religious proselytizers. And it sells. It sells to suckers. Trumpies are all, I felt like such a desperate loser that I gave up caring what I win. Such a relief. With Trump, I'm always a winner. Hell, I don't even care if it destroys America or ruins my life. I'm winning now. It's wonderful, like heroin. Such people are banking on the senility prayer. Please wait to prove that I was dead wrong until after I'm dead. Woke is always the same relief from doubt, pointing to divergent revelations and lifestyle brands. The path of most insistence is the path of least resistance. Trump's brand is the perfection of the wokeness con. The word Trump means two things, fake as in trumped up and always wins as in trump card. Trump didn't stop Trump University. He's been handing out fake diplomas to every desperate dimwit who wants one. Now, you may be dealing with a desperate dimwit in your personal life or your work life, one who has a different cause even, by which I mean a fake diploma that perma-firms them with a different brand of trumped up trump card. You may be dealing with a narcissist whose only brand is themselves and their only cause is "'cause I said so." If you are and are having trouble figuring out how to get them to back the fuck off, get in touch. That's my strategic consulting specialty. How to use carrots, sticks, and distance to get your mind back from such people. Thanks.